All right. So this stream is just to see if I am doing. I can do this. Go from having this stream on YouTube to having it as a video on my channel. But this video will be for 3 different deck lists for Yu-Gi-Oh! The deck lists that I'm going to touch on in this video, one is going to be my Bujins, which is my favorite deck. I've got some cards around here that are for when the new support for it comes out, which will not be this set, but the next set, which means a lot of the cards that I run currently are going to be null and void because of how the deck is going to change. So, without further ado, I am going to start this stream of my deck lists. So, we're going to start off with the Bujin monsters, Bujin Beast Warrior type monsters. So to start off, you run 3 Bujin Yamato. Yamato is your big monster. He's not the biggest Bujin monster that you run, but he is kind of the main card. 1800 attack, and his effect is that during your end step, before your opponent even gets to start the turn, you add from your deck to your hand 1 Bujin card, and then discard a Bujin card. Or discard a card. It doesn't have to necessarily be a Bujin. If you don't have a Bujin, if you have a card that you don't need in your hand at that point, you can then just kind of ditch it. And then I run 2 Bujin Mikazuchi. His effect is similar to Yamato, but he adds a Bujin Spoiler Trap card to your hand during the end step when you discard a Bujin. So you can plus off his effect, or it's not really a plus right now because because most people don't run enough Bujin Spoiler Traps to actually make it worth the while to make him work too much. But then the last one that I run is 1 Hirome, because she banishes a Bujin from grave to special summon herself and her partner, Bujin Arasuda, which I run in my sideboard. Could run Arasuda main board as well, but I don't. Could have got enough stuff running main board as well. But she special summons herself by banishing 1 Bujin monster, and you don't really ever use her as the second part of her effect. And that's it for the Bujin monsters. Now onto the Bujin G, which are mostly beast and winged beast monsters. But 3 Crane. It says I double someone's attack. Original attack. So it's an attack. So it's the attack before you would use like an honest, or before, like when you first bring them out without any 10 keys or anything. I also run 2 Bujin Centipedes because they allow you to pop back row fast. 2 Hairs. Hair could be ran at 3, but honestly I've debated running it at 3. Because it basically just prevents once per turn your Bujin monster can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not actually reading these cards right now. I might as well just read this one. Yeah, by battle or by card effects, once per turn. Once during that turn, you banish him from grave. And then I also run 2 Turtle. Turtle because he basically says, you can't target my shit. You can't target my monsters. And then the last of the Bujin monsters is a Bujin Quillen. He basically says, and all of the Bujinji monsters say you have to have a Bujin Beast Warrior type monster on the field to activate the effects from grave. He basically just pops the big monster. So that's it for the Bujin monsters that I run. This is the Bujin base, which is pretty much all of the deck. These next 4 cards, sorry, I run just because well, one of them is because it's running the deck anyways, and the other 3 are because of how I play the deck. How I have the deck built right now, because it's Twilight. And this one I'll explain when Bujin Hiroko comes out, what I'm going to be dropping for other cards just to make Bujin Hiroko work in the deck and still be able to play as Twilight Bujins. One honest, most people play 2. I just play 1 because I need room for these cards. And there's also why I don't run Arasuda main board. But 2 Dark type Tuna monsters, 1 Genex Ally Birdman, and 1 Phantom King Hydroid. And then just a monster that I can run is BLS. I'm gonna have to pause the stream for a second because my dog is being a bastard right now. So I need to go let him in. I'm in the middle of the stream right now, Moses. Sorry about that. So once Bujin Hiroko is released in the TCG, these are going to be replaced with 2 Dark type Pendulum monsters because Bujin Hiroko is a pendulum. So the ones I'm going to replace them with are 2 Time Gazer Magicians. Not Time Gazers, but Stargazer Magicians because they're scale 1. And Hiroko, I believe, is a scale 5. Playing the scale 1 means I can basically go 2 through 4. 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, that's the monster base for the deck. And the reason why it's called Twilight Bujins is because you run a BLS. Any deck that doesn't already play Dark Monsters and plays BLS is considered a Twilight deck when you add BLS into it. Now onto the spell cards. You run 3 Fire Formation 10 key, allows you to search out your Yamato, Mikazuchi, Hirame, Hiroko, Arasuda, whatever Beast Warrior type Bujin monster that you want in your hand, you can go off. And it gives them 100 attack. 2 Kaiser Colosseums. These basically say you can't control more monsters than I do. So I have 1 Yamato on the field. You can't control more than 1. But they have to be face up. And then I run 2 Pot of Duality. just to either get a 10-key Yamato, Kaiser, any one of those, because they are actually very, very useful for the deck. And then 2 MST, which I could either I only run 2 because I play 4, because that allow me to blow up back row, or spells and trap cards essentially. Could add in 2, I could switch these out for 2 Twin Twisters, and then throw a Twin Twister into the sideboard as well. And that's it for the 3 ofs and 2 ofs. Now the rest of these for the spell cards are just 1 ofs. So 1 Bujin Incarnation. This basically says you can bring back 1 grave, 1 banished, and then you can go into XP plays. That's it, essentially. This is a way that if you have nothing on the field and you're literally just top decking, you can go into a Susanoo, Bujin Susanoo, Bujinte Susanoo, and just start getting shit to grave, getting shit to hand. So yeah. And then 1 Raigeki to help keep your field alive, and 1 Book of Moon. So that's all that I run for spells. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 32 cards right now, so I play more than the 40 card minimum, obviously, for this deck, because this deck can't run efficiently at 40 cards. No matter what I would have done to make, for the amount of trap cards that you run more than 8 trap cards. You could possibly run 8. This deck didn't, for me, normally run 8, but I've just 7 or 8. Had to have run 8. Ran 8. No, actually, I still ran more than 8 trap cards because I run a few more monsters than I would normally. So trap cards, I play 2 Mirror Force, 2 Fiendish Chain, 2 Mind Crush. Now, first off, the reason why I run 2 Mind Crush is because it just allows me to help control the field. Helps me prevent my opponent from basically going off, and if they, before the new ban list hit, if they were running Pepe, help me get rid of Damage Juggler, Scorpio Juggler, help me get rid of shit from their hand that would have hurt me in the long run in a match, in one game of the match. Fiendish Chain basically helps prevent their effect, like especially against Pepe. Help keep my stuff alive, because it's honestly really hard to keep your Bujins alive a lot of times. And then Mirror Force, I don't think I really need to explain why I run 2 Mirror Force. You could run 3. I only run 2 though. And now on to the 1 of for my traps. 1 Fairy Wind, 1 Compulse, 1 Vanities, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Bottomless. Fairy Wind helps against any Pendulum matchup. Helps against any deck that plays a bunch of back row. This was side decked, for a long ass time. But with new against pendulums like Pepe, Ada's Magicians, Triple D, Monarchs, this really just kind of helps solidify your field and gets rid of any hope they had of using back row. Compulse, because they've already used a normal summon and a pendulum summon. Just compulse their monster back to hand, and then you basically have free reign on them for the rest of for your turn. Vanities, because unless it gets hit off of like a Dragon Pit, it's good because unless your opponent is playing a lot of like back row hate, and you keep having monsters get sent from your field to the grave. Yeah. Vanity's Emptiness basically says neither player can special summon. It works really well in Triple D because you have ways of shutting it off for your turn and then activating it on your opponents. So, yeah. I run it in both. I run it in both decks. Don't run it in Monarchs because I could, because I really only special summon, like, I only have 3 cards that I really special summon a lot. 3 cards that use special summoning. Multiple copies of those, but yeah, only 3 actual cards. The actual cards. 3 of the actual cards. Solemn Warning, because basically it just stops spells, traps, monster effects that would special summon a monster by paying 2,000. May switch it out for a Solemn Strike. May switch out one other trap for a Solemn. May sideboard a Mind Crush to throw on a Solemn Strike main board. Don't know yet. Don't have Solemn Strike. And then Bottomless, because if they're gonna pendulum summon, a lot of the pendulum monsters for Pepe, Triple D, a lot of the special summons that you get off with the pendulum decks, a lot of them have 1,500 or more attacks, so that pretty much shuts them down. Next, I will go on to the sideboard. That was just the main deck. The reason why I am running, it's a 46 card, I think. No, 43 card main board. 43 cards in the main board, because there is nothing I can drop from my main board right now that would make this deck work the way it does already. So for sideboard, it's a 15 card sideboard. I could probably drop some of the crap in here, but don't really need to. One, Thunder King Ryo, basically you tribute him to negate a summon. Negate a special summon, I think. Yeah. And then you also prevent both players from switching out decks. Really, that only hurts your Yamato, but a lot of times you can still plus off of his plus anyways. Okay, I'm gonna move these back here. So I'm done with the entire deck list, and then I'll move them off to the side and start the next one. My second Honest, my Arasuda, Ophidian, Swallow, my third Centipede, Buji Incarnation, 3 Wavering Eyes, Soul Absorption, and Soul Charge. Now I'll explain why I run each of these. Soul Charge, because if you have a bunch of your Bujin monsters, like your Beast Warriors in the grave, just get them back to field to go into XE plays, go into synchro plays. There really isn't a Bujin tuna, but if there was, like, just go into synchro plays, go into your big XE plays. Soul Absorption, because you do a lot of banishing with a lot of your Bujin G monsters, so you can gain 500 life points for everyone that you banish. If you're facing against masked heroes, if they go into Dark Law, and your shit is just getting banished anyways, you can gain life off of that. The 3 Wavering Eyes, basically to screw over Pepe, Odd Eyes Magicians, Triple E, Cosmo. Basically any deck that runs pendulums, I can screw over with this way. The second Bujin condition, because I rarely ever need 2 of it. A lot of times, like, I'll draw into it and it'll just be a dead draw. So 1 main board, 1 sideboard is enough for me. The third Centipede, because like I said, run enough, spell and trap hate, main board now, so don't really need him main board. Swallow allows a Bujin monster to get a second attack in the battle phase. Ophidian, attack your opponent's life points directly. I have thought about bumping him up to 1. Yeah, 2 in the sideboard. So you can have 2 monsters that can attack directly. But a lot of them say, actually, no. Since it doesn't say that you can only activate 1 and only 1 that turn, you can activate more than 1 of his effects during a turn. So it means if you can go into a Kagetsuchi and a Susanoo or an Amaterasu, because I think Amaterasu is going to be one of your big plays once Hiroko comes out. You will see a 17 card side deck, extra deck here, but that's because I'm showing you what I would be running when Bujin Hiroko comes out. These top 3 cards, my synchros, are going to be dropped once Bujin Hiroko comes out, and that'll leave me room for 1 more card in my extra deck. Any suggestions that you guys would have or appreciated, may or may not take them into consideration. So yeah. Excuse me. My 1 Arasuda, because I don't really run a main board much anymore. I barely ever use the main board. 1 Honest, and obviously you know why, the Thunder King Ryo. So now for the extra deck. Once Bujin Hiroko comes out, I am going to be running. I'll probably actually do an actual video of this deck list if it doesn't work this way. Just don't have enough storage on my phone to do it right now, but I can make the room on my phone if I absolutely need to. Or I could find a way to do it on my computer, probably. Because when Hiroko comes out, unless they completely nerf his effect from the OCG to the TCG, you can go Susanoo into Amaterasu, and then you can make the scale again. After you activate Susanoo effect, you can get another Hiroko to hand, then use that Hiroko effect to bring in another one to bring him out. then you can reset the scale. And you'd have enough monsters so you could probably have make another Susanoo, use Susanoo effect again. And then use to get another hero go to hand to do this. And then you would still have your normal summon for the turn and one more monster, hopefully. And hopefully if you have two Beast Warriors. Because then you can always activate an Amaterasu effect to get another hero go back to field to go into Kagetsuchi. Set the scale again. And then just attack in with all of them. And then it might also mean people running Swallow and Ophidian main board. That may mean that you run triple Swallow, triple Ophidian in the main board. I don't know. I may play with that once Yugioh comes out. They may do an emergency ban list again once Yugioh comes out because Bujins are probably going to be topping like crazy. Because Bujins don't really have the support currently to make an impact on the meta. Bujins will probably become an anti-meta meta. So yeah. So 3 Amaterasu. Now for the actual deck, extra deck list. 1 Amaterasu. Right now it's just 1 Amaterasu. 2 Kagetsuchi. 1 Deltaros. 1 Dark Rebellion. 2 Susanoo. 1 Tiger King. Anarch. Beladaimo. Castell. Tsukuyomi. Michael. Odd Eyes. Meteor Breast Dragon. And Black Rose Dragon. The reason I'm running Black Rose Dragon is because it's a level 7 synchro. Same with both of these. The level 7 synchros that I can make easily right now. These will drop completely out of the deck once Yugioh comes out. Tsukuyomi, you're really. I think I've made him maybe once since I started playing Bujins. Since I completed my Bujin deck to the way it is now. Castell, basically just blow pop shit to deck, I guess. Paladaimo, just because he's in there because you can make him easy. Half the shit you don't even make, you just have it in case you, let's just say you go against the deck and they play Prohibition, and they basically shut down your, or they shut down your extra deck or whatever. This deck kind of needs extra deck to win, but not really, because we play enough shit main board to fuck over people all day long. Anarch, just because it's Anarch. Steal shit, steal special summon shit all day long. Tiger King basically allows you to basically get 10k from deck and set it this time. Then you can activate it. The reason there's 2 Susanoo, especially once the new set for Bujins with Bujin support comes out. This is probably gonna bump up to 3. I don't own 3, but it's probably going to. I used to. Probably gonna have to pick up another 10 with him or figure out a way to get him. Get a third of him. Could be able to make him a lot. Dark Rebellion Dragon, it's in there just because it's a big beater and you can make him even bigger. Deltaros, because why not? Why the fuck not? You can make him easy. 2 Kagetsuchi. He basically says, oh hey, you want me? Okay, I'm gonna make you get rid of the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you're gonna pump me up essentially. You're gonna make me even bigger. I'm at 25 already, and you can boost me up by 500. I get 100 attack for every Bujin monster, or every Bujin card sent to the graveyard by my effect. And then his other effect, which you may or may not use a lot, is to basically detach 1 XP material monster and save a Bujin Beast Warrior type. And he requires 2 level 4 Bujin Beast Warrior type monsters. And then Amaterasu, because you don't really make her right now. Because she's not very viable, her effect doesn't really help you much right now. I know for a fact once Hiroko comes out, both of her effects are going to be very, very, very helpful. Basically, her first effect allows you to put a banished Bujin take a banished Bujin, add it to hand during your opponent's turn, or a special summon 1 from being banished. So yeah, so that's the Bujin deck list. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, this stream is basically for me to show off 3 different decks that I run. Next one we're gonna look at is my Aqua Actress deck. It's also called Fishies. It's not 100% complete yet, but hopefully will be soon. So now without further ado, let's get started. You run triple Tetra. Tetra basically allows you to search out one of your aquarium cards, like Stage, Lightning, or Set, and add it to your hand. Guppy allows you to, you run 3 Guppy, it allows you to special summon 1 Aqua Actress card from your hand. And then Arowana, you run 3 Arowana, and allows you to add 1 level 4 lower Aqua Actress monster from your deck to your hand. And honestly, each of these effects, if you have multiple on the field, you can activate them all. You can activate the effects multiple times. 2 Spined Gilman, just for attack increase. 2 Mother Grizzly, to basically get out your Aqua Actress monsters if you don't open any. 1 Penguin Soldier, just to send shit back to someone's hand. And then because this is at 1, you run 1 Deep Sea Diva. The other card that I need for the deck, it's for here. It's the 1 card that I don't own right now, and I could drop probably one of these for it. But that is Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. You can honestly get him out really freaking easy. And then you play 3 Aquarium Set, 3 Aquarium Stage, and 2 Aquarium Lightning. Aquarium Lightning basically says your opponent, I believe it's the one that doubles. Yeah, if an Aquaactus battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, its attack gets doubled. Stage says they can't be destroyed by battle. Can't be destroyed by battle. Water monsters can't be destroyed by battle. And then Aqua Actresses can't be targeted by card effects. Monster effects, sorry. Not card effects. Monster effects. Aquarium set. This basically says you basically all water monsters gain 300 attack, but Aqua Actress monsters gain an additional 300 attack. So they gain 600 attack total. And then 3 MST, because it's MST. Most decks run MST anymore. 2 Econ, just to help control field a little bit more. That's just to help control field a little bit. 2 Salvage, and 1 Dark Hole. The Dark Hole is basically just to clear field. These basically say allow you to add 2 water monsters from your graveyard to your hand. And they have that 1500 attack or less. That's it for the monsters and spells. So now onto the traps. I run 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Aqua Mirror Cycle, and 1 Aqua Story Onashima. That's it for those traps. And then one that most people I think would want to run is Torrential Reborn. Basically allows you to special summon back all water type monsters that were destroyed that turn. So that's it for the main deck. Now on to my side deck. I'll be right back actually because I'm going to go turn on a light. It's looking kind of dark. That should be better, hopefully. I know no one's actually viewing this stream right now, but I'm mainly just doing this to try and see if it'll actually be a video. I'll probably do 2 for now, and then I'll do a 3-part video if I absolutely need to. And then I'll stream again for the final one, which is my Monarchs. So then for the action for this one, I run 1 number 12 Frozen Lady of Justice, 1 number 47 Nightmare Shark, 1 Mesmerism the String Djinn, 1 Cat Shark, and then the people that help each other, number 31 and number 13. And that's it for my Aquactus deck. I may just go ahead and do my Monarchs now, but just in case it does actually go through as a video too, and is on my YouTube channel. So we'll just get this over. I'll just do this one kind of quickly. Not gonna explain why shit's in here and whatnot. This is between 40 and 43 cards right now, I think. This deck can run from anywhere from from an exact 40 card deck to a 45 card deck. But without further ado, here is the final deck list of this session. 3 Aether. These are your big boss monsters of the deck. 3 Aether. 3 Erebos. Yeah, two big boss monsters. 3 of your Adas. 3 Ada. 2 Effect Trailer. 1 Dokkan, 1 BLS, 1 Kaius the Mega Monarch, 1 Kuraz, and 1 Mobius the Mega Monarch. And that is it for the monsters. You play quite a few monsters, but really this deck can work with only having 8 small monsters in the entire deck. Being your Effect Veilers, your Ada and Ados. And then you run 3 Tenacity, 3 Stormforth, 3 Panicism. And this was mostly built off of just having buying 3 of these structure deck. 3 Domain, 1 March, 1 monster appears. I literally just threw this in here because I thought it would work. I think it would work fine. 1 Foolish, 1 for 1. And then the final Monarch spell or trap card that you run is Return of the Monarchs. So that's it for the spells. Traps, you only run 4 because you really only need 4. 1 Escalation. This basically allows you to normal summon on your opponent's turn. And then 3 of the Prime Monarch. Just because it's a trap card that can give you back your Monarch spell trap cards, and then if it's engraved, you can banish it to bring it out as a monster. So that is the main deck. Kind of have a side deck, and then you get 3 tokens, and you get 1 token per deck. But then for the extra deck that I have now, 3 and 2 of the Rock Vassal, 1 Vanity's Fiend, 2 Majesty's Fiend, 1 March, and 2 Dark Hole. Yeah, that is my entire deck list. That's all 3 deck lists. If I can actually get people to watch my stream, I may do more streaming. And those streams may be of Destiny. I'm probably gonna try and figure out how to do a Destiny stream. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do, and this deck doesn't run an extra deck because of Domain. So yeah, if I can figure out if I can truly figure out this streaming thing, I will do more of it. But also, the other thing is that I'm not on YouTube a lot, so that will hopefully change here now that I'm gonna have more time to make videos. Now that I have more time for just whatever. I've got maybe I live in Carroll, Iowa now. I used to live in Fremont, Nebraska. That's a lot of where my videos will probably take place because I go back to quite a bit. I will try and stream from there as well. If I have internet access, I will stream through my computer. If not, I will see if I can figure out how to stream through my phone. I may do some Destiny streaming if I have a friend over. I'll probably do some Destiny streaming and use my phone, or if I can get an actual webcam rather than just use my computer's camera. Yeah. So, these deck lists, these are the deck lists that I have that are 100% completed. I have a Zephyr deck, which isn't done yet. I'm missing 2 Shaddoll Fusions. And that's it. Literally. 2 Shaddoll Fusions, and I have the deck of, and 2 Windows, sorry. 2 more Windows and 2 more Shaddoll Fusions. And that will allow me to finish up the deck. Then I've got my Magispector Magicians. This used to be my this deck used to be Odd Eyes Magicians. But now that the new ban list has actually come out with a lot of the cards being banned for it, like Damage Juggler, Plush Fire, and all that. So yeah, I will, once this deck is finished, once both of these decks are finished, I will probably make a video for each of them. Once I get a better way of recording videos, I'll probably do an actual video. I'll do a single video for each of these. I'll probably get up to where I can do longer videos as well. And if I can, I'll try and do one for combos for each deck that I run, because there are a lot of combos. And if I can read, and if I can give, just like with Monarchs, I may start watching some dev pro replays of how people play how to play Monarchs and shit. And then I've got my Triple D deck here, which is still mostly proxies. I need Triple D Wave King, Oblivion Wave King Caesar Ragnarok, 2 Jorgados, 2 more Leonidases, 2 Transmodifies, Volcanic Queen if I decide to run her. Another Foolish Pair because I only have 1, apparently, because I don't know why. 1 Baphomet, 2 Baphomets, an additional Raigeki, another Oblivion King, Abyss Ragnarok, I think. Yeah, 1 more of him. 2 Maxi, maybe. But yeah, that's all I'm missing for my Triple D deck. Otherwise, I've pretty much got the entire Action deck here. I'll just do it like this. These 2 Exceeds just because I can make them pretty easily, I guess. And because I can make them because I can easily get out 2 of the same rank Exceeds easy. Him because I played a few level 7s. I think I played 3 level 7s, I think. I don't know. I don't know why he's in here. I just threw him here because I think he's cool, I guess. And then these are literally just the Exceeds that I run. This is your big boss Exceed. This I'm running just because I have friend level 8s. I have 3 level 8s, so I can make one of these. One of my level 8s. One of my rank 8s, sorry. I think I've got 3 more rank level 8s right here. Another level 8 or level 10 or whatever. But it's really hard to make. But yeah, so that's it for this stream. If it is a video, just you can view it, subscribe to my channel, and I will try and do more streaming from now on. I like how it works. I think I like how it works. My